Labels, we got you, but do you got us?
Chappell Roan spoke out against record companies at the Grammys. She said the right things, and I think it's great. But is it enough? It's not. This is your pipe date for Sunday, February 9th, 2025. But first, some quick updates. On Friday, I released my latest single titled Goodbye. It's a breakup song, but it's upbeat and joyous. It's about finally getting out of that toxic relationship and kind of the mixed feelings that you have towards the end. It's the second single from my forthcoming album, Crushing Days. It's all acoustic. It's rooted in blues rock, and I was going for a bit of a country feel. I love country music, but I'm not quite sure I can pull it off. I'm from the suburbs. But let me take a listen. Let me know what you think. You be the judge. So Chappell Roan, I loved what she had to say at the Grammys. And to be clear, I couldn't care less about these award ceremonies otherwise, for the reasons that she mentioned in her speech. There are a lot of independent musicians watching this video, and we all know that making money in the music industry is untenable. The economics just don't work, and as some might say, the math doesn't math. And this is even for established artists. I've been doing this for 4 years on this project, and have made a total of $54 from streaming. After spending thousands of dollars on equipment, thousands of hours of effort, and others spend a lot more to make a lot less. And when I started this project, I thought, if this goes well, maybe there's a possibility for me to make a little bit of money on the side, and maybe at some point make this a full-time job. And I know that many other musicians have thought that and hoped for that. I now know that to not be the case, and in fact, in the 4 years, I think instead of things getting easier to make money in the music industry, I think it's actually gotten harder. So I have a point here, though, and I don't think I've heard this. That doesn't mean somebody hasn't said it before, but I'm going to share it, and here it is. Those record companies don't care about Chappell. They don't care about me. They don't care about anybody. The music streaming companies don't care about me. They don't care about Chappell. They don't care about anyone. If we really want change in the it looks like a branch or a tree just fell. If we really want change in the music industry, what it will take is these top tier artists organizing some sort of collective bargaining against these industries. Business and capitalism, it's not about doing the right thing. This branch just snapped. I think I'm going to need to go around it. But the music industry does have everything to do with leverage. And what these huge artists have, and I understand that Chappell is relatively new. She won Best New Artist. But she could work with the other huge artists in the industry to coordinate their efforts, figure out what are the specific demands, and then take specific action to meet those demands. So call a meeting of the top 20, top 50 artists. Figure out what you want, and then take action to get it. That could be pulling your tracks from streaming services if you can. That could be dropping out of a tour, leading a boycott. But the reason this doesn't happen, though it absolutely can, is what it will actually take is top artists making big sacrifices when they have little to gain. So if the top artists want better compensation and benefits for developing artists, they need to take big risks and sacrifices, because those are the artists that have the leverage in this industry. But the thing is, I don't think they'll do that, because I think deep down, they won't really make sacrifices for the benefit of others. Specifically, the benefit of me, a small independent artist. If I were to pull my music from Spotify, would anyone care? Probably not. No disrespect to my handful of followers, faithful. Which leads me to ask myself and to ask you, was Chappell's speech at the Grammys, was this a genuine plea? A big artist taking a big risk for the benefit of others? Or was this just a performative statement meant to gain more support from her peers and her followers? I personally think that it's both. I'm really glad that she's speaking out, and I really want other big artists to do the same. But I don't think she's made any real sacrifices yet. Pipe out.